All right, Dave, so here's it for you. I forgot to film this when I started, so I'll just tell you what I've done so far. I haven't done much. So this is for my aplefwein, okay? It's Aplfwein or whatever. It's a German. So I got two of these gallons. I'm going to do 2 gallons tonight. So I got 1 gallon of Mott's apple juice. It's 100%. It's got to have no preservatives in it because the preservatives will kill the yeast. So that's why I use this one right here. But any juice that doesn't have preservatives will work in there. What I did is, that's a 2.5 gallon bucket, so that's what I'm going to store everything in this time. I sanitized it. The way I do my sanitization is very simple. I just use really hot water and soap, and then I clean it out that way. I haven't had an issue with it, and so that's what I do. They do make some of this sanitization stuff, and you can use it, and it works great, but I just didn't feel like spending the money on it. Now, the big thing is I got to get the sugar to dissolve in here. So in order to do that, what I do is I heat it up just with warm water to get it to around room temperature. It's still a little bit cold because you got to remember I got to pitch the yeast still. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to just simmer it on low just a little bit in a saucepan just to heat it up, so when I add it into my bucket here, it'll kind of have that temperature. So just enough to get that going. What I'm about to do right here is just going to take 2 cups of sugar, and you can use corn sugar. You can use corn sugar. This is just regular table sugar, and I just got a funnel just to kind of help. So I'm just going to pour it in, and what I'm doing with this is 2 things. One, I'm raising the alcohol content, and then I'm also getting it to the level that I want it for as far as flavor. This isn't really 2, so there we go. That's not bad. 2. There we go. So once I got 2, I'm going to put it into that as well. Last time I screwed up and I did 3. So I did 3 cups into each one. And that's why I had to repitch it with the champagne yeast, because the bread yeast that I had couldn't take care of it. Since I had to go to the homebrew store today, I just picked up a pack of wine yeast. I'll show you that here just real quick. So the wine yeast is the same thing. It's just wine yeast does better with sweeter liquids and everything. So that's why I did that. Yeast is yeast. The differences are, one, some of the flavors that it comes out, and 2, what type of sugars or how much that sugar you can put in it for the yeast to survive. So that's pretty much it for that part. What I'm going to do next is finish dissolving all this, heat some of it up, and then I'll show you the next step, and then we're almost done.